I knew something was wrong the moment I saw her laughing. Not the joyful kind that made her eyes crinkle and her dimples show. No, this was a forced, high-pitched laugh she used when she was hiding something. It was our 10th wedding anniversary. Golden lights glittered above the backyard. Soft music floated through warm night air. Friends, colleagues, and family gathered to celebrate our love. And yet there I stood, watching my wife, my Emma, lean in too close to a man who wasn't me. Mark. Tall. Charming. Effortlessly confident. Her work friend. The one she mentioned too often. The one who just gets her sense of humor. She laughed at something he said, brushing his arm like it was perfectly natural. And in that moment, surrounded by people cheering for a marriage that suddenly felt like a lie, I felt utterly alone. "You good?" my best friend Ryan asked, handing me a drink. "Yeah, I lied. Just thinking." His eyes followed mine to Emma and Mark. "Oh, that guy, his tone changed. She's been around him a lot lately, huh?" I swallowed the knot in my throat. Ryan hesitated, then asked quietly, "You sure you're not imagining it?" I wanted to be sure. I wanted to believe I was paranoid. But after 10 years, you just know. You feel the shift. You feel it when her phone stays face down at dinner, when she turns away from your kiss, when silence replaces conversation. The night went on with clinking glasses, speeches, smiles. But nothing felt real. Then came the moment that destroyed everything. We gathered by the cake. Laughter bubbled around us. And then Chloe, tipsy, loud, shouted to Emma and her 2 husbands. The crowd roared with laughter. I didn't. Emma's smile twitched, fear flashing in her eyes before she masked it. "Chloe, stop," she said, trying to laugh. "What?" Chloe slurred. "If Ethan ever messes up, Mark's right there to take over. Isn't that right, backup hubby?" More laughter. Mark chuckled awkwardly. "Guess I'm the understudy." But when Emma looked at him, her eyes told the truth she hadn't said out loud. There was something there, something she didn't feel for me anymore. I didn't scream. I didn't rage. I smiled, the kind of smile that hides a storm. I set down my drink and walked toward them. "Backup husband, huh?" I said softly, yet sharp enough to silence the yard. Mark raised both palms. "Dude, it was just a joke." "Oh, I know," I said. "Just a joke." Then I reached for my wedding ring. It slid off my finger too easily, like it had been waiting to leave. Emma's face went pale. "Ethan, what are you doing?" I held the ring out to Mark. "If you're the backup, I guess it's your turn to take over." Silence. Pure, heavy silence. Mark stumbled back. "No, man, this isn't." Emma grabbed my arm, panic rising. "Ethan, stop. This isn't funny." "No." I whispered, "It's not funny anymore." I placed the ring in Mark's stunned hand, turned and walked away. Behind me came the murmurs, the shock, the pity, the confusion. Emma called my name. Her voice cracked, but I didn't turn around. That night, I sat in my car by the pier, staring at the empty space on my finger. Memories flickered. Her messy morning hair, her hand in mine during fights, the way she once loved me without hesitation. And then the recent months. Late work nights, secretive texts, the shower running the second she got home. All the signs I ignored because love makes fools out of the faithful. I stayed there until morning light crept across the water. The next day she showed up, eyes swollen, makeup smudged, looking nothing like the woman from the night before. "Ethan," she whispered, "please, can we talk?" I let her inside. She stood there trembling. I didn't mean for it to go this far. Mark and I... Stop. I cut in. I don't need the details. I know enough. Her tears spilled. I was lonely. You were distant. He listened. The words felt like knives twisting slowly. I was distant, I said, my voice breaking, because I was fighting for us, working double shifts, planning that damn party, trying to make you happy. She flinched. "I know," she whispered, "and I hate myself. But please, I love you. It was a mistake." I looked at her, really looked. "You loved me," I said quietly, past tense. You don't betray someone you love. Her mouth trembled. Please don't end it like this. I looked away. You already did. Time passed. Slowly. Painfully. Calls stopped. Messages stopped. Mark left town. Emma moved in with her sister. And I learned to breathe again. Scarred but still breathing. Months later, I returned to the pier. The air colder. The world quieter. I pulled out a small velvet box. Inside, a new ring. Not for anyone else. For me. A promise that I survived. That I healed. I slipped it on and whispered into the wind. I forgive you, Emma. Some nights, I still think about that party. About the laughter everyone thought was harmless. But betrayal always begins in laughter. And sometimes the only way to save yourself is to hand back the symbol of what's already gone. Quietly, painfully, with your head held high. Because in that silence, after love has collapsed and hope has burned out, you find something stronger than what you lost. You find yourself.